Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Crews in western KELOLAND are looking into what sparked a fire in the northern part of Rapid City. The Rapid City Fire Department says firefighters were called to the 4000 block of Mile High Avenue just before 1:30 Monday afternoon. Crews arriving on scene found fire in the rafters and attic, which allowed it to spread throughout the home quickly. A cat was rescued from the house. It had to be put on oxygen, but was returned to the family. The home is a total loss, and the American Red Cross has been called in to help with the family.
One man is hurt after falling from a window in Mitchell over the weekend. Mitchell police say officers responded to the 100 block of North Rowley Street just after 8 p.m. New Year's Day for reports of someone going through vehicles in a parking lot. Authorities tried to make contact with the person, but he ran.
Officers chased him to a third-floor apartment in the 100 block of South Main Street. As officers entered the unit, it appeared the man went through the window and fell to the ground. He was taken to the hospital for his injuries. The extent of those injuries is unknown. Law enforcement in Meade County is warning residents about a scam. The Meade County Sheriff's Office says they received a report of a resident getting a call from someone claiming to be with the so-called STURGIS County Sheriff's Office asking to confirm personal information.
They also claim to be a Meade County deputy. The Sheriff's Office says you can hang up and call them directly to make sure they are trying to get in contact with you. Well, now let's get a check of your forecast with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Another warm day, but cold returning.
We are looking at warm temperatures across the southern tier of KELOLAND as numbers will return to the 30s and 40s, but northern South Dakota temperatures will be cold, numbers probably in the single digits and teens, and then we'll have to deal with this as we go through the day. Wind will pick up from the northwest, help bring in colder air, more on that in a bit, but also with it we may see new snow showers. We'll just call it that, snow showers, but that will cause reduced visibilities. And whatever loose snow the wind can pick up and blow around will give you issues, too, for your commute home later this afternoon. You can see the new snowfall amounts will stay less than an inch in many locations. And here are just a couple of highlighted areas that may see ground blizzard conditions because it's able to pick up the loose snow that we have on the ground. So what we have highlighted in red, those are the locations favored to possibly see some ground blizzard conditions this afternoon into the evening and early part of tonight. Temperatures today in the teens across northern KELOLAND to the 40s across southern KELOLAND. Brian Karstens will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A ballot measure to expand Medicaid eligibility in South Dakota has been validated by the Secretary of State.
That means you'll be voting on Medicaid expansion. It will be titled Constitutional Amendment D on the South Dakota ballot for the November 8th election. A parenting class returning to Brookings provides new parents with foundational information as they begin to raise their child. It's called Understanding Me up to age 3.
The course covers basic topics like child behavior and safety information. It's offered both in person and virtually.
And it's really focused for expectant parents or new parents, all the way up to 3-year-olds, families with 3-year-olds. And so the course goes over a lot of information from why children do what they do, the basics in child development, understanding their temperament and why they're structured that way, and why us as parents, we're also structured away and how we respond. Goes into safety hazards, talks about car seat safety, and just the basic information that parents need to know.
This free course starts tomorrow in Brookings and will be offered every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. The Western South Dakota Juvenile Services Center needs you to donate books for kids who are incarcerated. You can drop off books at the Public Safety Building in Rapid City starting this week.
Due to security reasons, they can only accept softcover books in good condition. There is a need for Spanish language books and youth series. Well, that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, as we go through the maps here, winter weather advisory, as Scott mentioned here, for blowing snow. We are looking at a timeline here of the snow and wind combo. Now remember, the actual amount of snow with this system, not much. We're talking amounts even an inch at this point would be a pretty significant amount. But the wind alone is a concern. So we've got to then factor in what's actually on the ground for older snow and then determine if that can be lofted a little bit. The older the snow, typically it doesn't loft as well, but this is a case where you've got, plenty of wind. Look at Rapid City, 30 to 60 at noon. This is a little new snow danced in there between Pierre and Rapid up toward Eagle Butte. And then that little sliver comes east here. So you see by mid-afternoon, right along the Missouri River Valley, there's plenty of wind. And then there's tossed in some snow. So you get underneath some of those snow squalls, and you're not going to see a whole lot. It's going to restrict your visibility. Sioux Falls even starts cranking up wind. We'll say goodbye to our high near 40. That'll occur fairly early in the afternoon. And then falling temperatures through the evening. And our concern right now is where that snow overlaps the wind. And that's where you're going to see those big drops in visibility early this evening. And Sioux Falls will get right through that, probably between 6 and 9. 5 and 9, that general time range is kind of when that hits. And then after midnight, it just gets plain cold. These winds are strong. It's going to get colder and colder on the wind chill map. We've got several wind chill warnings, north central, northwest South Dakota. And yeah, just given the fact the wind gusts are still near 40 at 6 in the morning, that is going to be a cold start to Wednesday. Enjoy today's 40s, Sioux Falls. That feels pretty nice compared to what's coming. The extended forecast as we wrap up with your 7 days. We are going to bottom out here at 1 degree for high on Thursday, 16 Friday. 30s are back on Saturday. Then another front could zip across the region, may drop us, maybe not quite as cold, but Aberdeen could be affected by that too here. Through and through, though, with these cold fronts, not a tremendous amount of snow. There'll be some of this. Maybe the Sisseton area the next 24 hours might get an inch or two. We might have more troubles on I-29 that direction with the wind and the snow later today. I would say for Pierre, a lot more wind than snow. 30s today, and then, of course, things are all dropping this afternoon. We're in the single digits Wednesday and Thursday, and that's also true at Rapid, where we're going to get whiplash when that temperature rockets back to the 40s again by Friday and Saturday. Don't forget, there's a separate chance of snow on Wednesday for those of you in Hot Springs and the Southwest. A lot more to say online. Our Storm Center update right now at KELOLAND.com. And have a great day.